The high standard and humanistic beef cattle slaughtering technique is of high degree of automation, safety, and hygiene, as well as easy operation and convenient maintenance. Live cattle are fed with food and water for 24 hours to keep them in a calm state in order to alleviate their tension and fatigue in transit and recover a normal physical condition. Then, an electronic scale weighs the cattle and keeps records. The cattle are driven through an S-type ring chute, which minimizes their panic and fear, meeting the requirements of animal benefits and reducing the secretion of stress toxin for beef of better quality. The cattle are delivered into the halal slaughter box with a reverse loop. The halal slaughter box minimizes the labor intensity and reduces damages on the live cattle. The upper lid presses down as long as the cattle head is out of the window, and the cattle is now completely fixed. The box rotates and imam kills and drains the blood in an Islamic way. There are safety piles around the working environment for operators to go in and out, well known for the cattle. The cattle bodies then go through electrical stimulation for sufficient blood draining, shorter acid discharging time, and a better beef quality. The process is safe, convenient, and halal. The conveyor transports the cattle bodies to designated positions where the horns, hooves are removed. The buttocks are skinned, and the opening and sealing of anuses. Rear legs cut off at the higher stand are delivered into the vehicle through the chute, which transports cattle hooves to the processing workshop. The chains return to the position for the next cattle. Both rear legs are hooked up by two high-strength aluminum alloy hooks, and the cattle bodies are transported to the body processing track. The cattle bodies enter the processing conveyor through the advanced PLC system and a pneumatic scale, and the initial skinned bodies are transported to the skinning position where the skinning chains fasten up the bodies. The skinning tubes are lifted to a certain height by the hydraulic system, and the bodies are skinned from the rear end to the head. The single-pillar skinning machine, which is of simple design and runs steadily, is also available. The chests of the cattle are cut open by the chest saw for the next step. The conveyor is also equipped with a two-time pusher that pushes the two rear legs from 500 mm away to 1000 mm away. White internal organs are stand on the auto-lifting platform and use the draper-type saw to cut the bodies in half along the spine. A splash-proof is installed to prevent splashing body pieces. The cattle slaughter conveyor system is air sac-driven, compact in design. The chains are loose and it precisely adjusts the conveyor to ensure the stability. The conveying chains are equipped with double push tops, which direct and position the conveyor and avoid trembling, which is highly automated and reliable. The bodies go through the high-pressure body washer, where all remaining flesh and hair are washed away. The bodies are trimmed for inside out and treated with lactic acid. The quantity of microorganisms on the surface is significantly reduced when being cooked, so that the luster and shelf life of the bodies can be extended, and the quality is improved. The bodies are then weighed and pushed into the acid discharge room. Bodies are then pushed into the unit to be cut in half again after acid discharge, where the saw cuts the bodies in half, and the bodies are transported for the splitting of the beef and bones. Chunks of beef are put on the conveyor and cut into smaller pieces and weighed before being packed in vacuum package and freezing. Frozen beef are stored in the refrigerating chamber, which marks the end of the entire slaughtering process, and finished products are now ready to be put into the market.